Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to another Empire Sports Media production. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different as we start. I guess you could call us, not going to say it's a weekly series, but it is sort of the Rangers recap. So, what we're going to be doing is here, we're going to be recapping. We're going to try to do every Rangers game and every Nick game because those are the teams that I specialize in. So, my voice sounds a little bit under the weather. But to be fair, I went to the Garden last night. I had an absolute blast as the Rangers get the big 2-1 win over the Colorado Avalanche in a game where these guys did not start off well at all. It was a very frustrating first two periods for the Rangers. They definitely stepped it up in the third period as they came out swinging in that third period, but that was definitely, I'm not going to say it was a huge win. You're playing against a very good Colorado Avalanche team. So to be able to host them and to beat them and to beat your former goalie, that's always a good thing. Now, in terms of those who scored goals, the first goal went to Nathan MacKinnon as he scored with about 2 minutes left in the first period. It was something like that. He just comes in I guess you could say he was on a breakaway. He comes down the ice. You've got absolutely nobody covering him. And MacKinnon is just left wide open. Puts it 5-hole. It was 18-12 on the first, so it would have been, I believe, a minute 48. Yeah, a minute 48 to go. MacKinnon makes a 1-0 Colorado. It was a big takeaway by Colorado. They definitely were buzzing on that shift, so they definitely needed to get one there. And that was pretty much it for the first period. Colorado had 3 power plays in this first period, although one of them probably shouldn't have been a power play. You could say it was definitely a phantom power play. It was the Capo Caco tripping penalty against Miles Wood, where Miles Wood falls down after one of his Avalanche teammates tripped him up. That was not a good look there for the officials. So Ranger fans were definitely questioning that. But as we get into the second period, the Rangers were buzzing in this first period. They looked good, but the issue is they just wouldn't shoot the puck. And in hockey, you're going to have to shoot the puck if you want to win games. Colorado dominated the first period. They had 6 shots on the first minute 23 because they come down the ice immediately. Cole wins the draw, and they set up Miles Wood, who just pulls it wide 15 seconds into the game. They then got it back immediately. Wood tries to go again. He gets denied by the crossbar, goes out of play. They win a faceoff on Barclay Goodrow, who for some reason is still a New York Ranger, even though he is a waste of $3.5 million. You continue his performance. You play like him, you're going to end up getting cut from any other NHL team. But in terms of the rest of that first shift, they got, I believe, 6 shots on the first shift. 6 shots. And another guy that I want to shout out, Zach Parise. He played, his first hockey game in over a year and a half. And this dude looked like he was back in the show. This dude was like he never left. Guns blazing, driving to the net nonstop. And the Rangers, for a minute, could not stop him. And I was very frustrated. I was at this game, like I already said. So the fact that they just couldn't contain him was very frustrating. It was very annoying. But in terms of the rest of the first period, the Rangers did have 1 power play, but they were getting stumped. They couldn't get anything to go their way on that shift. So that was basically a wasted power play. And because then you've got the tripping on Kako, which ended the power play, started the 4-on-4. And that's basically how that went. Now, go into the second period. Rangers, that might have been the worst second period I've ever seen from both teams. You had little to no action, a lot of missed passes, missed plays, bad giveaways. It was very sloppy hockey. It was not something that the hockey fan would enjoy. He definitely would have been losing his mind because that was me. I was losing my mind. I was at this game, and this might have been one of the most frustrating periods of hockey I've ever seen. It was just a shit fest, and it showed, and that was what made it very frustrating, is that you couldn't get really anything to go the Rangers' way. And that's what really kind of sucked. Because when you're factoring all that in, you're playing against a great team that you have to shoot on these boys, or you're not going to get any sort of success whatsoever. So that was crucial for them to take advantage in a game where they definitely deserved it after the third period. And let me just get into the third period. The third period, the Rangers came out guns blazing. They almost scored to start the third period. They had 3 quick shots. Panarin looked great to start the third, and it made sense that he got the goal. Georgiev looked good for about a period and a half. He really didn't do that much in general, but I was very happy to see Panarin doing his thing with 7 minutes to go in the third, because then you're going to factor in what happens here. You've got a face-off in your own zone. The Rangers are probably the best team in hockey when it comes to face-offs in their own zone. They win the draw. Panarin tries to circle around. Makar nearly bites on it. He misses the hit. Panarin fires. Top shelf tie game just like that. And then you factor in what happened afterwards. You've got all of this shenanigans going on. I mean, you had Mikko Rantanen getting tossed by Keandre Miller, which I didn't mention to start the game, by the way. That is what caused the New York Rangers power play, was a cross-check, a double minor on Mikko Rantanen for instigating roughing and cross-checking. And then you have the Rangers not doing anything on that power play, so that kind of sucked. But then you get into the final 2 minutes. The Rangers are struggling. They're trying to get the puck in the net. With about a minute left, Georgiev makes a save. The puck is loose, and Zibanejad has it on his stick and missed. It would have ended the game. There was legit 1 minute to go. But then you have to factor in what happened on the other side of the ice. You had the Avs going down on a 2-on-1, and hats off to the first star of the game, Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick makes a desperation save with a minute to go in the third period. And then you get to the overtime. Now, when you take a look at overtime and you see the type of things that this team was doing, you would think they did not deserve to win this game. And you could argue that all you want. But then you get, like I said, then you get to overtime. Now, overtime is where things got chippy quick. And I would have been very concerned if I was, one of the players in this game, because then you started this game off quick. McKinnon wins the draw early because you got McKinnon, Lehkonen, and Makar against Zibanejad, Panarin, and Trocheck. Because these guys came out swinging. I mean, Colorado goes down the ice, and within 15 seconds, Kel Makar is free, and he nearly buries the backhand. Then you get a little bit close, get a little bit further down the line. You have more BS going on. Let me zoom this in a little bit to get even further. Another giveaway from the Rangers. McKinnon is free, takes the wrist shot. It forces Quick outside of his crease, and he stops another one. The Rangers would win the draw, and then Mika Zibanejad gives it away. It was so far out of his crease. Quick plays the puck. It is nearly intercepted by Ross Colton. And my dad and I were at this game. He's an Avs fan. I'm a Rangers fan. And with that being said, puck gets free. Quick makes a great pass to Mika. Mika finds Laugh. Mika sets the screen. Laugh buries it top right. Game over. Rangers win in overtime. We take a look at the box score from this game. The Rangers had a few good performances. You had Chris Kreider with a +1. Panarin had his goal. That was number 31 on the season for him. But you have to take a look at Jonathan Quick. 32 saves on 33 shots in a game where he is the backup goaltender. The backup. And he plays like a superstar. So now is where you ask the big question with this Rangers goaltending duo. And it's a question that a lot of people want to know. Who do you go with? Shesterkin has not been playing like himself. But Jonathan Quick, on the other hand, is looking like a bona fide superstar. And it shows. And personally, I'm very proud of this core. I'm very proud of the way that these guys have been playing. This was very crucial for them because then you go in and you make your decision to what would be elite goaltenders, Shesterkin and Quick. Quick has been the better goaltender. And a lot of Ranger fans have told me they want to see Quick start. Now, you're entitled to your own opinion, but the way I see it, I think Shesterkin needs to get more burn against these better teams. But Quick's going to keep doing his thing. And if Shesterkin falls off, don't be surprised if Jonathan Quick is in net come April, come May, hell, even come July, if Quick can keep it up. But my final point on this game was this was a must-needed win for the Rangers. They had looked like shit coming out of this game, but they finally got it done. A big win. It's a very good Colorado team as they now hold the division lead for at least another day. Their next game is tomorrow, actually, at home against Tampa Bay Lightning. They will be repping the third jerseys for that. But overall, Garden was awesome last night. It was definitely an experience, and I really hope I can go back soon. With that being said, that's going to do it for today's recap. I'm JJ Seglio, and we will probably see you guys February 8th. Let's go Rangers. Have a good day, everybody.